thanks a lot for joining this session. I'm very sure Mr. Jairaj has done some work for me, waking you a bit. I'll try to do remaining bit. A couple of things that I would like to touch upon during, say, next around 7 to 10 minutes, not more than that. We all are talking about omni-channel as a concept, right? Omni-channel, how do we attain, do we achieve an omni-channel platform for us? So just a quick one. So omni-channel is an opportunity for all of us. Yeah? Do you consider that? Omni-channel is the way forward. Yes? And is omni-channel also a challenge? I would like to put up 2 hands. I don't know how many of you would put that. So this is our fraternity who faces this challenge across while we enter into a conversation with a customer, and we get on to a discussion which is primarily around architecting how do we put in place an omni-channel platform. All the retailers are already having something running, right? They have a POS, they have an enterprise application, they have something for their loyalty going on, they have supply chain already in place. Now the e-commerce is also coming. And the challenge comes up is that you have product master data, you have customer master data sitting at different systems, right? So one of the areas that we face across is how do we achieve actually an omni-channel world, and that is where I put up my both hands and said that it is a challenge for a fraternity like us, and I'm very sure as an industry also you would be facing the similar stuff. So there are a few things that at Microsoft we are trying to do, and that is where we say that start reimagining, right? And it is very important because we have seen and deployed our application and platform or frameworks or whatever we call it in a particular way. It is now a time which is the right time to move here on. And how do we take our next journey in the right shape? Not like connecting different bolts, connecting different pieces, and then trying to achieve an omni-channel vision or dream, what we can say. Everyone is facing this challenge today. It is not only one state, one country. We are moving beyond. There are global impact coming into the system. There are formats which are changing. So we were all talking about conventional retail format of brick and mortar, and then we started getting into e-commerce as well. But now the physical brick and mortar stores, pop-up stores, right? There are a lot of concepts which is there in West, but we'll also start facing these. It's all stores only for 2 months' time, 3 months' time. How do we quickly set up a pop-up store and then do away with that? How do we talk about those areas? Everything now is being impacted because of the customers, right? And the pattern, Mr. Jairaj spoke a lot about that area. Customers are the variable that we have to consider a lot. And how do we cater to the dynamism that is there in the customer area? Another element which is impacting, and when we talk about omni-channel and a challenge that we face as omni-channel, is the customer is more connected than us internally. If say, a particular retail organization has 500 stores, even if we consider a single point of sale terminal stores, we are talking about at least 1,500 to 2,000 people having consistent, similar information across the organization. It is not about the customer having that information. It is also about the employees having the consistent information across about the products. Because customer gets to all those information through his research, webs, e-commerce, web, everywhere. And he comes to the store and asks and inquires about a lot of stuff. And if the store representatives and employees are not equipped to handle that, that becomes a problem. That is where we say connected customers are also creating a lot of impact on the thought process that we are saying. While we also talk about customers, connected customers, the impact that these customers are making on our business, for us as solution architects, and I would say for us as solution architect, it is important for us to guide you to deliver that consistent, seamless customer journey across the retail experience that they are having across. Which means, can a customer sitting in the office start browsing on the web, your web, and finds 3 shirts which he likes? I'm sorry, don't take it as gender preference or something. But yeah, so he likes 3 shirts, and he says that, yeah, looks like a good one, but let me do some more research, but add these on my wish list. And he adds that to the wish list. 6 o'clock, he packs up, starts starts getting onto the home. On his way, driver is driving the car, but he's sitting at behind. Can he continue that experience right from where he left on his PC or a desktop, on either a tablet or a mobile phone? Can that journey continue? And if he picks up something and says that, yeah, this is something I like, can he find out from there where that product is lying right now? He can go to that store. Can the store representative recall that wish list on his tablet and continue that journey? I'm actually talking about the journey that customer is taking through. That is something that talks about the seamless experience, right? These are few things that customers wants to deliver and deliver to their customer. Our customer wants to deliver to their customer. These are the areas that are challenging for us, because we can talk all this stuff, but if 4 variables or pillars of omni-channel are not consistent, it is impossible to achieve these things. If your customer is not consistent across all the channel where customer is experiencing you, if your merchandise product definition is not consistent across all the channels he is experiencing you, if your pricing and promotion is not consistent across these channels, and the customer transaction history is not consistent, or is not seamlessly available on all the channels, it is impossible to have that communication going on. I'll come to this particular aspect in a bit. Don't worry, it's not a Microsoft PowerPoint demonstration. I have just 40, 50 slides, not more than that. I'll just talk about 4 areas, right? We are all talking about the impact mobility is making. Let us continue that realization that yes, mobility is making a lot of impact, and try to deliver what we can deliver on mobility. We are talking about cloud, right? A hybrid model for cloud. And we as retail are still not evolved to understand how cloud will be sort of helpful, or what impact cloud can make for us. We are still in that journey to making it relevant. Big data, of course, analytics is coming along. But I'll just pick up one area from this whole conversation onto this slide, which is enterprise social, right? You remember I was talking about 500 store retailer having 2,000 people across. How do you have that single consistent understanding, knowledge, know-how of whatever you offer, of your retail processes, of the way you interact with the customer? That is where enterprise social is something that helps a lot. So I've just put in some thoughts, right? These are the stuff that we need to think of when we are talking about omni-channel as the way forward moving from here on. Yes, we as Microsoft, there are a lot of people who reach out to us to discuss this thing globally. This is a conversation that is going on with almost every retailer at a global level. And what we are trying to do is, a conversation comes up with that we need to have a platform wherein, again, talk about these 4 pillars. The customers who are right now replacing 20 to 24 applications. In one case, it is more than 75 applications. They're replacing 75 applications because over the period of this evolution, they've ended up bringing in a lot of nuts and bolts into their ecosystem. That is where we say, start reimagining, look at your platform for here on, right? And when you look at your platform, sorry, I have one more. When you look at your platform, do look at the content that we have provided. Microsoft.com/retail, go there. We have put in a lot of contents for industry. You can have a look at that. You'll get a lot of things. Folks like us, we have quite a few guys here in India as well. We can get onto a conversation to work with you. Not from, you all are, I think, how many of you are Microsoft customers? Right? Quite a few, right? I think I'm very sure people who have not picked up, they will also be using Microsoft in some way. We are more than happy to have that conversation with you moving forward to see how it works. What we say is that have a modern platform for a modern enterprise. That is where we say, looking here on. We are all there to support. We are all there to help you out with your platform consulting, with your product consulting, how to achieve these whole stuff. I'll give you one last example and then we'll close. There's a customer in India, again the same situation and the same expectation of when I spoke about the customer journey. He has a distribution channel, he has a retail channel, he has an e-commerce channel, and for mobile phones, he has written another application. is customer master data is sitting at 4 different databases. Very intelligent stuff that they have started with. They have started consolidating their master data at one place. Now they have put in Microsoft Dynamics as a platform in between, and all their external applications are taking feed from this application today. Everything is fed across, it's one consistent layer. Hence, making things what Mr. Jara was trying to do. Customer walks into the mobile, walks into the kiosk, walks into the store or e-commerce. The data gets recorded everywhere, and hence you will be able to provide that consistent experience. Very quick one, that's what I was trying to showcase. I can take 1 or 2 questions if you have, otherwise we can close. Thanks a lot from my side for bearing me for this long.